Yo, what is going on, team? Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. It is about to hit market open, and we're gonna dive right in. Before you do, make sure you like and subscribe and all of that good stuff for me. That would be amazing. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you check out the Discord. First link in the description below. All right, let's dive in to this bad boy right here, and immediately we got to push to the downside. That's amazing. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, let's I mean, we've seen this run, right? We've seen this run. We had accumulation. When was this? Literally all day. I mean, we had this nice push. 9:30 pushed us into accumulation. What is this going to be the next expansion leg? Is this going to be our manipulation to the downside? What do we want to see? We'll talk about that in a second. But as you can see, we're pushing down. We're pushing down. We're pushing down. We do have this. I was looking at this earlier. We have this SMT up here, something to be careful, right? And we also have liquidity taken on, I believe, RTY. Let's look at the weekly. Let's look at the weekly. Where we at? Okay, so here's another thing, right? NQ and MNQ have tapped into this, or ES and NQ have tapped into this fair value gap. Okay. YM has not. RTY is currently in it. And so this is divergence that I'm looking at, right? Weekly highs, right? So this was 3 weeks ago, March 10th, the week of March 10th. And now where we're sitting at now, there is divergence as we speak, right? There's divergence with these highs. We haven't been able to take them out on let me get rid of this because I was messing with some indicators. Also, join the Discord. There's a bunch of indicators that I made there. I'll be making more, and all of that is going to be in the description. First link in the description below. So it's there for you guys. Okay. All right. Let me put some tunes because I want to listen to some music while I do this. Oh yeah. I'll listen to this. You guys, I don't think you can hear it, but I don't think it matters. So anyways, coming into today, all right? Man, I don't know. We've had this push to the upside, right? We've had this nice big push to the upside. Are we going to get a continuation there, or is this just going to be a failure, right? Because this is also an area that we've seen before. We've seen this area fail multiple times before, right? We've seen it happen. Where are we? Yeah, we've seen this happen. This is, let's go to the all the contracts. There we go. And let's not adjust this for a second. No, let's adjust. There's an area here, right? All of this. Let me get rid of this target for a moment because I want to show you this. I want you to be aware of it. I want you to understand what I'm looking for and what I'm looking at. There's an area here, right, that I would be really careful of. I'd be really careful if we get into that zone. Now, we also, I guess you can put it right here, right? This, which would be a sort of better zone, and we're right there in it. Is this going to be a place where we push up? Because you have to remember, we have that fair value gap up here. We have that fair value gap, right? We've tapped into it. We have this imbalance. This is a new week opening gap into this sort of big area. So just be really careful, be really mindful of that. Doesn't mean you should be shorting it all up here yet, if unless your plan presents itself, right? We also have this weekly inversion, fair value gap overlapping. So there's a lot of stuff happening where price is at right now. Okay. 930 is failing to displace to the upside at this point. And this is just for now. 930 is yeah, I mean, it's failing to displace to the upside. So that should tell you something. Again, be careful. Don't just come into the market looking for shorts, but also don't be scared to short this market, right? If this is a model that presents itself, then don't be afraid to short this market. Meaning, if you know that you have divergence up here in a higher time frame, you can start looking for a model that presents itself, right? Or if that's not your model, then if you were looking for some continuation, look for that to present itself. Okay? So that's kind of where I'm at today. I'm more neutral than bearish or bullish, right? And I say neutral because this is a this is healthy. Like this was a healthy pullback if that's what it is, right? Is this a reversal? I don't know. But I'm going to show you something real quick, which is super interesting. On the weekly, let me mark this out. Let me mark this out from here to here. Okay, let's drop back down to the 1 hour. All right. Now you tell me, and I can mark this now. So I'm going to mark it like this. You tell me. Okay, you tell me what this looks like. This is last week. All right. All right, I'm going to paint a picture for you. You tell me if this is not what this looks like. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And this is only last week, right? We're not looking at all of this price action because this was just accumulation. We know that. But is this our accumulation stage? Is this our manipulation stage? And are we moving into, look at where this quarter falls. This is on Tuesday, the March 25th. Yep. Because right now this is Wednesday. Yeah, this will be on tomorrow, Wednesday. Is this going to be our distribution leg? Is that all it is? Right? So you have to, again, just be careful, be mindful of what you're doing, be careful of how you're playing all of this, right? But don't be afraid to do it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Let's see, MNQ. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to short this market. Don't be afraid to long this market. I just would, right now, I just wouldn't look for longs, you know? It's so far up there. And I know it doesn't matter, but it is up there. Let me show you another thing that I was looking at. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me show you another thing I was looking at. Let me get rid of everything stays the same. Okay, this is good. Okay, so if you guys remember on, I think this was on Friday. Friday, we had this manipulation leg to the upside. Right, I believe it was right here. Where was this? Friday, we got this beautiful manipulation leg to the upside. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Where is this? Where is this leg at? I want to see where if we took that already. Yeah, here it is. All right, so if we measure that, right, if we measure this manipulation leg, right, it took us into this zone here. Right, this was the zone. Okay. This is the zone. Right? Boom, we hit it, tapped into it, moved above. And then if we look at this on the daily, because we had this like this huge opening gap, right? But if we look at this, I think it was this one right here. We'll measure this right here. If we look at this, right? We get a second zone. Where is it? Here we go. We get a second zone where we had our 930 open, I think right here. Yeah. Pushed into it, and then we broke above, right? Around this zone again. And now we're up here. Like, I'm just trying to calculate where price might want to go using standard deviations. If you haven't watched my standard deviations video, go ahead and take a look at it. It's on it's somewhere on my channel. But we did that, right? We were looking at that and just trying to see where price could go. Now, on a higher time frame, I mentioned this before, and I'm going to try not to mention it again, but you have to see this. Like you have to see this. If we look at this from the lows of this, if this is a manipulation leg that we're going to be trusting, right? To here, 2.5 is up here. Oh, sorry. No. This is the leg. This is 2.5, right? Which we took here, right? So then we have this measurement, and that measurement took us up here, right? But this is 4.5. It's above this liquidity zone. Is that if that's where this wants to play out, it could. So I don't know. To me, either this has a lot, some more room to the upside, or this is a complete fake out, a manipulation to go lower, right? And we had news on tariffs, and I think that's what we have. That's why we have this push to the upside. We have other assets making some crazy moves. I think somebody in the group mentioned in the Discord mentioned that Tesla was making some wild moves. Look at this. Look at this Tesla. It went from 220 ish to from 220. It's sitting at 277. That's insane. That's wild, right? So just something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind when moving with this market, right? So again, don't just blindly short stuff. Don't just move into it just because. But all right, so let's look for something here. Let's see if there is something that presents itself, right? So what are we looking at? All right, cool. So we have this liquidity right here. I'm going to count this as my liquidity rate right there. Right? So let's count this as our sweep, if that's what it is. High time frame sweep right there. Let me change the color. Let me change the color again. This is our high time frame sweep right here, right? Oh, that's nasty. That's a nasty color. Is that the same color? What color is that one? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Okay, so that's our high time frame sweep, right? Look at our plan. High time frame POI, high time frame sweep. We're in both. We're in a high time frame POI, and now we're looking for a sweep. So we have our sweep. Cool. We put in our low. All right. This would be for you market structure shift guys. This would be it, or gals. That would be your market structure shift on a higher time frame. Well, this is a 4. Yeah. Market structure shift. Let's actually. I'm gonna take a look at this on the 30-minute for now. Okay, 30-minute for now. Boom. This would have been it right here, but that was a fake out. We know that. Why? Why was this a fake market structure shift, even though we closed below it? Because we most likely don't have SMT. Yeah, no SMT. Do we have SMT? We have an SMT as oh, is this equal highs? What do we have here? See, this is interesting. This is what the market has been doing. Oh no, we don't. We don't have anything. So no SMT. Can we still look for a trade? Yes. Why? If we expect this to be manipulation, we can still look for a trade, right? But if it's not manipulation, it'll tell us. So let's just say we do have, let's just look at price as if it had SMT. But we're just going to be a little bit more careful looking for an entry, right? So initial sweep here, right? We have our market structure shift. This failed. Why did this fail? Because we don't have an SMT up here. And this was our initial leg. We haven't put any structure in. Here's our second sweep. right? I'm not even gonna template that. So sweep. Here's our second sweep here, right? This could be considered your SMT, right? This is where typically an SMT would fall after this sweep, right? Not the initial, after that second one. If we don't put an SMT here, if we don't put an SMT here, I'd wait for that second sweep just to get a little bit more confirmation. So let's drop it down into the 15. We know that all of these have taken this high. We know that. And now we can either look for a continuation model or a reversal model from here. Reversal to where? I don't know. Let's figure that out. Let's see what this wants to tell us. Let's see where it wants to go. Oh, my Lanta. Look at that drop right there. Drop that thing, girl. All right. From here, I can start looking for an SMT on a lower time frame. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful SMT. Beautiful SMT. And now you're thinking, well, we just missed our entry. No, we didn't. Just give me a second. Right? We have our SMT. Boom. Change in the state. Boom. Can we get into this change in the state? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let's see. Let's go with, I think 4 is fine because this change in the state's pretty wide here. Stop loss at this high, right? Oh, this is perfect. I would take this. I would take this, guys. 411. 411. Yeah. Get me in, coach. Get me in. Sell 5. And then stop loss. Let me make sure I got my stop loss right. Stop loss has to be right here. Yeah, this is my stop loss has to be. Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect. This would be my entry. My take profit. Where are we taking profits at? -2 standard deviations. Boom. Does that align with a target? What does this align with? What do we have here? Well, let's see. You can see how price rejected this multiple times. Massive rejections. Also, if you're saying, well, what if this runs without me? What if I miss it? Then that's okay. You miss it. You wait for a second entry, right? And then you get in, right? Because I've seen so many times, and I've done it myself. I've done it where I've chased price, right? It goes. I'm like, oh, I need to get in. I get in. Chase price goes my favor for just a second, pulls back to basically where I would have entered, and then it goes. So don't rush this. Know that the entry is there. This is a beautiful entry, right? We have a reason for where we put our stop loss. We have a reason for price. We have our sweep, right? We're aligning all the other things that we want to see with price. The only thing that again would make this so much better is if we had an SMT up here. That would make me feel so much better. Right? But we don't have to. Did we miss our entry? Probably. We have 2. Look at this. 2 of them. 2 wicks to the upside. And how do we manage this trade? Let's manage this trade together. So in order to manage this trade, I'm looking for a couple of things. I'm looking for SMTs to get formed at specific lows. Right here is one where I would want to see an SMT. Currently, price is respecting that. When we do get an SMT low, what I'm going to do is measure that manipulation leg, see how far it wants to take us, and then figure out, do I need to get out? Or is it something I can hold through, right? I'm not going to get out just to add in later, right? If the model's still going to play itself, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to let it do its thing. So let's see. Are we going to get in? Oh, we didn't put our thing, did we? My bad, y'all. My bad. Right there. Stop loss. What do we say up there? Oh, I need to do a sell. Take profit. Man. Okay, right there. Take profit. We're going to take profit right here. 600 buckaroos, baby. Let's get it. This would have been my entry. Let me tell the fam. All right, boom. Here's a model I would play. Let me screenshot this bad boy right here. Right here. No, wait. Let me take this off for a second. Screenshot this for the fam over there. For the Ram fam. Now, if this here's the thing, right? If this comes into here, then there's no point. At this point, we're already 2-to-1, 1-to-1. What is this? What is this? At this point, we're already, yeah, okay, 1.5, 1.5 to 1, 2-to-1. This would have been a 3-to-1. That's a beautiful trade. That's a beautiful trade there. All right. So this again. So where would I have gotten in here? There's a couple of places, right? The first one is the CISD here, right? Once we broke below, right? If this was a manipulation leg, but then we saw the second CISD, could have gotten in here. We have these wicks, protected highs, and then to the downside. I may have missed this already. Yeah, that would have been it. 940, 950. Let's go. This would have been, man. You know what I think I'm gonna do is hop on these charts at 9:15, look for where I want to see, because this is the second time I've had price just run without me on the live stream with an entry and a model that played out. So 9:15 it is. We're gonna be doing 9:15 streams from now on. I think that's gonna be better. I can take 15 minutes to look at price, see where we could go, see what we might want to do, and then at open look for executions depending on where we're going, right? So this would have been my execution to the downside. That's it. That is it. Right? Again, where to? 2336. That's kind of, yeah, I mean, that's what else do I want to see here? This looks good. Let's go to the 30. Yeah, this looks good, right? Until we get this SMT here, then I'd be careful, right? If we get this SMT here, hopefully price already moved into my direction, into my target, and then we'd be out. We'd be out. If and then you look for the next model the next day. Make sense? Oh, my camera. Yep. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Dag nagget. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. The goal here is how can we come into the charts, look for a model, look for an entry, and then get out, right? That's what we want to see. It's just, hey, let's just get out of here. I don't want to be in the charts all day. I want to do other stuff. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Yo, I want to see this become, I wonder if we're going to get a higher time frame SMT. So I would take this, get a higher, then once we get our target, we get a higher time frame SMT. That would be sick, right? If we get a 30-minute, oh goodness gracious. Ah. Oh, oh, this is interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me, okay. All right. This is, I don't even know if I should. I'm going to share it. Here it is. We do have a form of SMT. It's not your highs, right? But we do have a form of SMT. This is called a hidden SMT, meaning you see RTY. Let's do this. Do you see SMT there? Is there SMT? Yes. Yes, there is. Boom. Right there. Boom. Right there. This is a high probability setup, which means this right here is a manipulation leg, right? Ah, okay. This is, yeah. So we do have SMT. This is a great setup. I love this. Hopefully we get this pullback, and then we can get in, because this to me looks tasty. This looks good. Do we have SMT at these bottoms here? See, this is perfect. No SMT. Yeah, we do. This is that SMT that we got here. Is this the push higher? Are we gonna come hunt this SMT? Right? Is that what we want to do? I'm gonna be paying attention to that. If that's what we want to do, I'll probably just scale half of my position out here, wait for price to do its thing, and then if we do have another target, then I'll play that target. Right? This might be one of these sort of dynamic trades that I'll take if we want to see it. There's a lot more to the upside. Do you remember that? There's liquidity above. Right? There's a couple of things that are making some divergence on top, but this is just a strong market right now. This is a higher push to the upside. So I need to be careful with that. I need to be, not married to the short bias, right? This could be invalidated quickly, but it can also play out quickly. So just keeping all of those things in mind will get me into the right direction of the market as we move into today. So that is kind of what I'm looking at. I hope that was helpful. It is 9:54. All right, we still got a couple minutes. We'll stay on for a little bit. Also, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. Yo, I'm gonna invite you guys into my faith. Verse of the day comes from Deuteronomy 6:5. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and strength. That is the verse of the day. Oh, are we going to get this fill here? Are we going to get this fill? Yo, where's my lines at? Where my lines be at? The heck? Yeah, okay. Why my line's not there? Are we going to get this fill or not? Come on, man. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Oh, yes, there it is. There it is. This would be the trade of the day. That's it for me. If this plays out, that's it. I'm not taking anything else. I don't need to take anything else. But just in case, let's see, are we on the wrong side of the market? Always want to know, right? Want to make sure you're on the right side of the market. Right side of the market, not on the wrong side. Not on the wrong side. But I will say this is a reversal model. That's what it is. It's a reversal model, and it's a scary model to play. Not gonna lie, it is a scary model to play, right? Because this is an easy. I mean, we're playing against the trend temporarily for now, but ultimately against the trend. And I know people say don't play against the trend. That's cool. That's cool. That cool, bro. 15 doesn't look pretty awesome, actually. What is this? The heck is this? Oh, that's an up close. Okay. That's an up close. Oh, what is this one? What is that one? Undecided candle. Okay. 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 Undecided candle. Also, guys, I made this where is it? Get rid of this. Get rid of this for a second. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We'll keep that. We'll keep that. Maybe it's here. Yeah, it's here. So I made this CISD tracker. Basically just tracks previous CISDs that happen around this area. It's super helpful, especially when you're trading and you're like, man, I'm trying to look for CISDs while at the same time looking for this model to play out. This will show you where CISDs would have been. So the current ones are the lines. Previous ones or plotted ones already are going to be the arrows. So you have this down arrow, right? Then this one got created, then this one got created, and now we're creating these right here. So super helpful. Feel free to check it out. Join the Discord. It is in there if you join the Discord. So join the Discord right there. First link in the description below. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. It is it's a great community where we help each other, learn from each other, and grow together as traders, as people, as humans, right? Because this is a lonely game. This is a lonely game here, but you don't have to do it alone. Yeah, let me get rid of all this right here. What is all of this? Oh shoot. Okay, yeah, I could get rid of all that. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, that looks good. There's some of my targets, some of my analysis that I've done using this manipulation lag on a higher time frame. Intraday, I wouldn't pay too much attention to this, but definitely look at these levels, and mark them out to see if there's something here for you that would help you with your model. It's 9:15, guys. I'm about to get off the charts. I'm excited. I am excited for this. I am excited because once I get off the charts, all I have to do is just leave the trade going and either get stopped out or go and profit, baby. One of the five, you know. So we'll see. This thing is just whipping. What's going on? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. That's right. What is this? What the heck? Oh shoot, we got stopped out. Dang, son. Well, I guess that's it. I guess. Oh yeah, look this. Oh, nice. Hey, I guess we got stopped out, y'all. Well, that sucks. Nah, it doesn't. We followed the rules. We followed a plan. It's there. I think I think I missed that 10 o'clock. My bad. Let's see. Do we have? Oh yeah, consumer new home sales. Oh, that's nice. All right, so 10 o'clock rolled around. Honestly, this new home sales, it's sometimes it'll do some crazy things, and then sometimes it'll just do nothing. But clearly, we had this wild move to the upside. All right, uh, I'm happy with this. This SMT continues to hold right here. All right, it's just a different one, not the one we saw earlier, but it's now just a different one. But it continues to hold, so continues to validate this play for now. Oh, here's an SMT that we could get. So then NQ could just push higher from here, right? If that's what we want to do. Boom, RTY is giving us the first SMT. We're able to, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's a first SMT there. I would have scaled out if NQ was down here. We got this. I would have scaled out on this position. Just because, again, such a strong move to the upside, right? I'm not trying to do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really not. I ain't trying to do nothing crazy. I'm trying to play with the trend. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful. What is this? Get out of my screen, bro. Beautiful trade this would have been. A beautiful execution. We had the idea was there, the plan was there. Can we execute again? Yes. Why would I and why wouldn't I? This is a good question. This is a really good question. I would execute again because this model is still there, right? I would not execute again, right? Because it's not following what I've told myself I'm going to do. Does that make sense? So I would execute again because the model's there. I would not execute again because I told myself, hey, one trade per day, right? On one account. I mean, I can take two. So typically I'll take like an overnight if I see one, and then a trade in the morning. I didn't take any overnights. So technically I could still get in. I would like to see a little bit more structure since we've already pushed below on RTY, right? Target hasn't been met, meaning we have an SMT to the upside here on yeah, we have, I mean, this is an SMT to the upside, but again, I don't know if I want to go long. I really don't. I don't know if I want to go long, right? Why not? Because we already we already tapped into this weekly fair value gap. We've already taken liquidity up here. The only reason why is just to see YM. I'd be looking for shorts more than anything at this point, right? ES already took this. You see ES tapped into that took that high, tapped into this new weekly fair value, yeah, or weekly fair value gap, sorry, right here. Tapped into it, right? Dude, come on. Oh, I guess that's the wick. Okay, that's just the box of, yeah. So we tapped into it, rejecting hard right now. We're rejecting pretty hard on here. I hope you guys see that. I hope you guys see that and understand that. Okay. So that's that. What time is it? 10:05. Guys, 10:10 can't come here fast enough. Lordy. What do you guys want to do? Let's see if we can take an entry. Y'all want to see if we can take an entry? Let's do it. Nah, I'm not taking an entry here. I'm waiting for a pullback. I'd wait for a pullback here. Wait for a pullback. Look at this. This is a better one right there. I'd wait for a pullback into that. If we didn't get it already. Yeah, we didn't get it yet. Yeah. Just be patient, wait for a pullback, right? If we break below this CISD on the 12-minute, let's see. Let's go to the 15. Yeah, if we break below the CISD in the next 10 minutes, I'd be looking for this pullback play. Right? Pullback into either right here or over here. That's all I'd be looking for. Nothing else. Nothing else. Oh, cool. That worked out. Let's see. Oh, okay. What is this? Oh, that was scary. 10:07. 10:07. Price is just hanging out here for a second. Nothing crazy. Yo, this sucks. Okay. Yep. Exit that, exit that, exit that, exit everything. Cancel. Okay. Sorry. So that's it. I mean, what else? What else are we waiting for? I mean, at this point, I'd be waiting for a couple of things on a higher time frame, right? Only on a higher time frame. We took liquidity here, right? So this is swept. I'd be looking for another SMT, right? A second SMT. if we want to form one, if we want to form a second SMT, that'll drop us higher, right? But right now we have an SMT to take us higher. Or sorry, that'll drop it. This one's gonna take us higher. This other one was supposed to drop us lower, but it didn't yet. Right? So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Liquidity, you can see that right there, SMT here, right? Is this equal lows here? No, this took liquidity there. Yeah, liquidity there. So that's been taken right there. Awesome. Okay. All right. It's 10:08. Oh, 10:08. I want guys, I enjoy the streams. I do. I'm just really looking for, like, I want to just, I don't know. It's the freedom that comes from trading has to be there, right? It has to be there. I have to be aware of it. I have to get excited for it, because if I don't, then maybe I get stuck in the charts. Maybe I become a slave to the charts, right? And I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the freedom that it offers, and I want to get excited for it, and I want to pursue it. And so should you. So if you already took your trades and you already made your money, get out the market, go do something else. I will be hopping onto the Discord to see what's going on there. The fam is making some money. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Ooh. Oh, yeah, here we go. And then one more minute. Hey, if you enjoyed this stream, please like and subscribe. Do all the YouTube things, and then also remember that we have the Discord community. That's going to be the first link in the description down below. Feel free to join. It's awesome. Love it. It's a place where I trade. It's a place where I share ideas, share my wins and losses with people, and we celebrate each other. Right? We support each other, and because it's a lonely game. So get into that Discord group. Hey, thanks again for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you tomorrow for another live stream. Remember, 9:15 tomorrow, so that we can have a little bit more time for that. All right, take care, team.